Hey, hi everybody. Thanks for showing up for this event. What you've seen tonight has been revealed. My strategy, professor, get the students to do all the work. And you guys did a great job today. Just a couple of things I want to say is we're really way past the pilot here. I can remember 2012 seeing Bill Moos talk with Phil Weiser, and at the time Bill Moos was working at VMware, just saying, Phil, who was the dean of Colorado Law School, we're just not training the next generation of lawyers. The skills that I need in my legal department, there's just a massive gap, and we got to fill this. And Phil talked Bill into becoming a professor of practice at Colorado. I had a hand in getting some grant funding, and so they let some Indiana students into that program. That was in 2014 when we actually launched, and we had very good results. But somewhere along the way, and Steve Harmon had to head out here, but in April of 2017, Steve Harmon literally was badgering me at the Clock Annual Institute. He said, when are you going to scale this thing? When are you going to scale this thing? And I want to let you folks know that actually regulation really does matter because the ABA had changed the rules, making it possible to have paid field placements. Now, that was just something that the young lawyers pushed for, but still some group of people had to actually take advantage of that change in the regulation. At the time, and still to this day here, we're struggling to place law school graduates. So why would an employer pay somebody in the process of getting their degree here? But here you're seeing pretty good examples of actually there's quite a bit of value if it's married with proper training. So we're really well past the pilot, and we're very happy when we had the opportunity to transition from the TLA pilot program into this nonprofit called the Institute for the Future of Law Practice. Last year, we incorporated it in January, and we were still looking for jobs in March to fill the student internships. And so now we're actually in an actual ordinary business cycle. So I want to say that in terms of we're heading into year 6, and I want to go through who's going to be in our program for next year. So we're going from, this is a program that's really put together for the benefit of all law schools. There's really no hierarchy with IFLP. We have to start with a group of schools and scale out here. This is a complicated undertaking to benefit all of legal education, but we're very fortunate to expand this year. We've already had the following schools except, Colorado Law, Northwestern, Osgoode Hall, University of Calgary, Chicago, Kent, Maurer, Miami Law, Richmond School of Law, Santa Clara, Southern University, Suffolk, Syracuse University, Vanderbilt. A little scrivener's mistake here. BYU, Brigham Young is joining, and we have a couple other schools, including a couple of schools in Europe that we think are going to say yes. We want to have a wave 2, and we want to have a wave 3. The thing that makes all of this go, however, is employers. So it's a very simple formula. We start with employers. Wave 1 launch, which runs from now until October 30th, when we have a similar type program in Toronto at Osgoode Hall's professional development. We need more jobs, and we're actually doing pretty good on the job front. And so I want to point out who's in our program coming up here. We have ADM, Auto Owners Insurance, Brian Cave, Leighton Paisner, Bennett Jones, a Canadian law firm, Blake's a Canadian law firm, Cummins, the big engine manufacturer, Chapman and Cutler, in for the 4th year now, if you count the TLA time. Cisco's already in for 6. Denton's is signed up. DHL has signed up. Elevate is handling our managed internship program. Fastcase is back. They were a TLA employer. They're back again next year. Fenwick and West, Hermes Law, Honigman, McCarthy's from Canada, Neotologic, Oric, Ostlers, another great Canadian law firm, Perkins Coie, Relativity. We got great feedback from them. They're thrilled to come back. Seyfarth Shaw, Thompson Hine, Univar, and Walmart. And we have a lot of others that are about to fall into place. Now, Lisa, you've been doing feedback with the client employers. How many have re-upped for next year?
100%.
We have 100% re-ups, and we have a lot of new firms and a lot of new employers signed up for next year, but we're going to need 75, and the 75 slots here. So Some of your employers, there's forms of interest. Some of you, all of you, know employers. And I would like you to implore you to get the word out here, because this is a chance to really change the narrative on legal education, the broader legal industry, rooted in something really profoundly good, and something that we're all building this together for the benefit of the industry and the benefit of broader society. I couldn't be more proud of being affiliated with this program. We're going to do a Q&A now, so I may pull up my co-speakers. But before we do that, I want to just close and just thank our sponsors for this. Chapman and Cutler could not have been more generous in supporting this program. And there's so many things that they've done out front, including giving us operating funds, but the behind the scenes, the things that they have done, the generosity they have shown, I just think that they're everything you hope a professional could ever be in terms of looking for the long view. Elevate has been a terrific partner for us with the managed internship program, giving us valuable operating funds. If you knew how much how finite our operating funds are, and we still have a little bit of funding left here, thank you so much, Elevate, for providing those operating funds. And lastly, for Cisco, which has given us 6 7-month internships. And so those are open jobs for students that pay $42 an hour. At least at Indiana, you get academic credit for those 7-month internships. The schools that have signed up are actually going to provide, they have a good faith effort to turn those into academic credit bearing field placements. So think about that, a residency baked in to the 5th semester of law school. That's a pretty bright vision.